Some paintings. Oh yeah, finally got a thing for defeating Skeletron, a trophy. And then also I got this nice sword right here, which is a nice, really big one. It is called a Godly Muramasa Gaming. And today we are having the party as promised in the last 2 episodes in the comment things. And it's a party for getting all the costumes, as you can see. So yeah, and then I will, because one of these is
Brennan, I'll go back.
First off, we finally defeat the wall of flesh, so we are in hard mode, and you might hear Brayton destroying pixies right now.
Brayton moved out,
yeah, so I'll show you his new house.
I started out the episode in it.
Yeah, he started out the episode, but you probably didn't see him that much. And then also, just a second, we got a rainbow, and then here's Brayton's new house.
I got all my chests, and there's beautiful trees.
So welcome back to another episode by Biome Gaming, and we are so happy right now because we defeated Plantera finally, and we just defeated her for our 2nd time. So, what's she drop? What's she drop? What's she gonna drop? What's she gonna drop? What's she gonna drop? What's she gonna drop? Oh, what's she drop? Oh man, she only dropped a grenade launcher.
Oh, can I have it though?
Yeah. Okay, well, she only dropped a grenade launcher. There you go, he's out. Oh, he gave us 29 souls of Christ. So yeah, thanks for watching this episode, and we're gonna defeat him real quick. And he's out.
This has been
So yeah, this has been back to the episode by Biome Gaming. I don't know if you can tell by my voice, but I am like really excited because you may know the Dungeon Guardian, the the kind of protector of the dungeon. I defeated him. I actually defeated him. Hey guys, welcome back to the episode by Biome Gaming, and oh yeah, finally got the Terrorblade in a second. We finally got vampire knives. Because, yeah, that's pretty much it for the first quest video. Get ready for the rest of the, and they're not quest videos, why am I calling that? So, yeah, that's pretty much the first Let's Play of Terraria. Get ready for the rest of the Let's Plays of Terraria, and, yeah, so, like, it's so easy building and stuff now that we don't have to, like, worry about falling and stuff, like, when our flight time runs out. It's just really cool, and also, like, as you can see, they leave like black dust, and they just go like give you super speed. And then he also gave us the rarest item in the game, which is the Nymph Banner, which is, if you can kind of see it right there, the last bosses that are here. Whoa, I almost died. Okay. Let's retreat as much as we can for a second. We should have fought these guys. No, I don't think we need a battle arena, as long as we just pull out our.
Hey guys, welcome back to an episode by Bren World, and today, yes, we are finally back on Terraria. If any of you remember this, you gotta be OGs on Brennan World to remember this. But we played this game back when we were OGs on it. If you guys remember, we started playing, it came out in 2011, and we started playing it like 2013, I believe. The first video was posted late 2014. But if you guys don't remember, back on our Xbox 360, now considered an old gen for Terraria, doesn't get updates anymore. Our whole world in progress got deleted, so we restarted. About a year later, it all got deleted again. So then after that, we just, I don't think I really ever said why, but like, if you're wondering why we just randomly quit Terraria and never did videos on it ever again, it's because it all got deleted again. But yeah, we are back.
Nice one.
Hey, it said the spirit of Christmas clears, so we beat it again.
Nice one. Let's out.
Did you hear that?
Oh no! Come here, boy.
Got my pocket. What?
I've killed the lunatic cultist, like, very, very quickly. Here we go. Pumpkin moon all by myself. This is so much loot. Bro, what on earth? So OP. Oh my gosh.
Eat your 5-piece chicken nugget. Woohoo! Was that some good chicken nuggies?
Yeah.
Don't give me that.
Pumpkin seed. Oh. Alright, hey guys, welcome back to a very special episode, and today we are playing Terraria 1.4.1.1, and if you guys don't know, the Journey's End update came out a few months ago, which is pretty much part 1 to the final update of Terraria. There might be other updates, but they're going to be just really small, like bug fixes, if anything. But this is pretty much part 2. It came out by the time I upload this almost a week ago or so. Yeah, this is pretty much part 2. So you guys know Terraria is like one of the most OG games here on the channel. We've been playing it since, I believe the first video on this that was like, we've been playing this since 2013 or 2014. And the first video was uploaded here on the channel just like a couple months after we started the channel, so back when we were B&B Gaming Wood and whatnot, as you would have told by, or as you would have seen by the intro of this video. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a video here playing on the last update, yeah, just basically give a little world tour of our newest world. You guys would have seen this on the last video of Terraria, but the thing is, oh, there's a solar eclipse going on right now. But the thing is that you just saw me kind of building some stuff here and there and just doing whatever, but this is currently the finished world, so yeah, of course it's not like finished. We're probably just going to keep on building onto this as time goes on, but this could be the last video of Terraria here on the channel, so I'm just doing a big video, and that's why this video is special, is the intro and everything. It's very sentimental and just goes over a lot of time, past 6 years here on the channel. And yeah, so it's just got a lot of history in this channel as well. But yeah, you guys know we've been endgame for a while, multiple times since it deleted our world multiple times. Yeah, here we are once again for the first time on PC, of course. We started on Xbox 360, went to Xbox One for one episode, and yeah, of course, this is our second episode here on the PC. But yeah, so let's just give a quick world tour, and then we'll end it off, and yeah, I don't know if we'll see Terraria again on this channel, so yeah, but don't get me wrong, still do absolutely love this game. It's still one of my favorite games of all time. I just don't know if I'll have much else to make content on here on the channel. But yeah, so here we are. This is my house, of course. As you can see, probably my best house I've done. I got a lot better at actually building stuff over the years. You guys know on our first couple worlds, everything was just a jumbled mess, just stuff everywhere. But yeah, I finally figured out how to make good worlds and stuff. But yeah, this is my house, of course. Call back to one of our last worlds. I've always used the ducky wallpaper for the bathrooms, so I stayed with that. Got my bathroom right here, ducky wallpaper, chandelier, all that. And Calvin, our merchant, lives in here, as well as Zach the rabbit. And yeah, that's that. I'm not gonna go over what all I use for furniture and everything. Just my places and whatnot. You can look around if you need to. But yeah, so this is my little fireplace with my chimney going all the way up here. As you can see, it goes up the top with the little chimney up there with the smoke coming out. And I got my little spinning weather vane up here, right there, with the little goldfish or whatever that is on the top there. And then my roof, which is actually shingled and all that, which is cool. And then up here, if I move all these coins, you can see I actually have a little garden gnome right there, which if you look close, you can actually place them depending on which way you're facing. You can have them face forward, backwards, standing you, or you can have them facing backwards, and if you can see his little booty right there, he's actually mooning me, so I thought that was pretty neat. But yeah, and I got my lawn flamingo, my windmill, and then this is my little living room right here. And I got my staircase with my bookshelves here, my dining room with my little stained glass window with my flower pots and chandelier and whatnot. And then up here is, of course, my bedroom and my balcony over here. Got that with bookshelf. Nothing much going on there, but also got the little lightning ball, or whatever you call them. Plasma globe in my balcony out here. And then I got my kind of like rare, just cool species, like my favorite kind of species that you can put in tanks in the game. Got the golden rabbit right here. Right here you got the plasmatic lacewing or whatever they're called. Yeah, I got that right there. Corresponds to the Empress of Light. And then down here, it looks really cool when the lights are off. You can see right there, I got my my truffle worm, which of course is used to spawn Duke Fish on. But you would have seen that right there. I have a little light switch right there, which turns off all the lights to my house. Of course, I'm generating a bit of light right now. Yeah, so that's that. But then up here we have my little transport room, which you'll see later on in the video quite a bit as well. But it transports you to like the major POIs here in the house. But yeah, you can see on the signs I got Battle Arena / King Beano's Castle, Zen House / Painter's Office, Trophy Hall, and Snow Cottage. So yeah, and then I actually have this gate which goes invisible and opens back up with the power of little pressure plates. But then down here is my just cool little exit room / band room. As you can see, I got those two paintings that all the way back on one of the first episodes of Terraria I said looked like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I think they still do. And then we got the disco ball, which kind of lights up, rainbow lighting, or RGB or whatever. And then I got my drum set, which of course with the drumstick you can actually play. And then I got my little guitar, harp, and bell. Yeah. And then I got my little BW2 words and letters, or letters and numbers up there, which is pretty darn cool. And then down here is my basement, of course, using that planked back wall, which looks really nice for basements. And right here, I actually have a giant lever with a timer and whatnot to actually turn on my house trap system, which I've had on one of my other planets, or other worlds, which, yeah, basically in times like this, if I don't want to do anything, I can just sit here. I don't really need a farm for anything, of course, but, yeah, I can just have my sword activated right here, put out my rainbow crystal, and, yeah, it just turns on traps. You can see there's spikes, flame traps, everything except for, like, spiky balls, because you don't mess with spiky balls, usually. Yeah, and that pretty much just takes care of everything. If I can get past everything here, you can see even through the back we got we got spikes shooting through right there. And then if I open this door, you can see there's actually a spike that shoots all the way across right there. So yeah, so that's pretty darn cool, and helps out in times like this if I'm trying to build, and it just helps that bit more. But then down here you can see I got the rest of my basement with a little weapon rack and the little planks going up and whatnot, and then a few crafting things. But yeah, we don't actually have like a big old crafting room like we used to have. We always had like a thing with like all the crafting devices in the game and whatnot. But yeah, also during Halloween season, you know, in the OG videos, we used to like just love getting goodie bags. It used to be like my favorite thing in the game. Like, remember we made like multiple videos on opening goodie bags and getting the full costume set. Yeah, good old days. But yeah, so that is my house. Still absolutely love this class and how fast I can take stuff out, as you just saw right there. But then this is our nice little park walkway. You can see we got the little lamps and the trees and the picnic table. Just nice little park walkway through there, and we'll get through there after this. But this is, of course, our elevator, which you just drop down. And yeah, I built like all the walls, so it's all nice and smooth and everything. And then yeah, this is a small world, I believe, just because like, once you're like this, I don't feel like you really need a large world. They're just kind of unless you're constantly like building, just filling out the whole world, I don't think you need a huge place, as you can see. And then I just built this out so you don't just fall into lava. But yeah, that is, of course, down to elevator. We don't usually need to come down here, but when we do, then we got that all good to go. So yeah, so also, my loadout, of course, I showed all my different loadouts, like in the last episode, as well as on my Instagram, but of course, this is my main one, of course, melee, or warrior, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I just absolutely love how it looks, like all the new dyes, and a fennec fox pet. Come on, you know my favorite animal in the world is a fennec fox. Absolutely love it. And the infinite flying mounds, like, oh my gosh, Terraria is just so good nowadays. But yeah, and then this is, of course, our Npc Apartment, and is definitely styled after one of our older ones. As you guys know, we used to have one that looked just like this one. It was just a lot smaller, of course. But yeah, of course, the Dryad's defending the house. But yeah, so this one's just a little bigger and has a little bit more going on. So Brayton set up all these party decorations, which are constantly going off, setting off bubbles and balloons and whatnot. And we've got windows with flowers and whatnot, and then just identical rooms with the same furniture and everything for every NPC, so they all have the fair life just everywhere. And you can see it's all symmetrical and super nice, and yeah, just really cool there. So yeah, and then we also got little ledges with flower pots outside each of their windows. And then right here we have this little showcase showing off all the swords needed to make, of course, the best weapon in the game, pretty much, whether you're melee or not. The Zenith, of course, like, you don't even have to be a melee, and it's still just so good. Like, this thing just, you guys saw me shredding through Moonlord last episode. Like, this thing's just so insanely good, especially when you have the loadouts and the correct modifier and everything on it. But yeah, we just got that to show it off. Some more books, some storage, this is like the little like lobby right here, and then we have part 2 right here, which is just more rooms, and then this one is all fogged out and crazy because this is the party girl's room, keeping the party theme for her, and then just another kind of lobby area right here, as well as the back entrance here, which kind of just goes to the backyard. And yeah, this was corrupted, so that's why this is here, to kind of cut off the corruption so it didn't spread. But then up here, I built a little mushroom biome for our mushroom NPC, because of course you have to build this for him to spawn in. So yeah, I just decided to keep him here as well, and yeah, you can see this, and this is definitely better than any of our other ones we've built. I really like this one. As you can see, it's too thick. And then I built a house with actually some nice like shingling going on the top, and yeah, it's a little pond right there, keep it nice and moist. You can see Inoki all sitting in this chair over there, and yeah, I actually built that all myself, and it just really looks like how one would actually look. And you can see there's even a little pond right there and everything, but yeah, and of course mushroom background. But yeah, anything, nothing much going on past that direction, really. You can see there is a little bigger hole right here, so we built the little entrance, little stair pass right there. And yeah, But there is a little bit of a minecart rail right here, which Brayton mainly built. I like did all this digging out, but then Brayton built the minecart. But this basically, it takes you to the other side of the world, which of course luckily we've got the nice expert mode minecart, so we can get there a lot quicker with the boost, and it also shoots lasers, of course. So yeah, so there's nothing much over on this side, but just in case, we can. And if we need to get to the jungle or whatever, it's a little bit faster, because I don't have any teleporters going over here because there's not much need. Plantera spawner, you wanna fight her real quick? We might as well. No, get off there. It won't let me spawn my thing since there's a spawner or a thing right there. Minecart just gets on that. So yeah, so you guys remember the old OG days of Terraria when we could like barely defeat Plantera and we struggled with her for days? Well, this is how it's going now. So, yeah. So yeah, that's Plantera. You can just see how not how quick, but how much we've evolved since the older Xbox days of Terraria. She used to tear me, Brayton, and Danny, all fighting her at once down. But yeah, that is the end of it right there. And yeah, that basically just takes you to the other ocean, which there's not much going on right here. Just basically just takes you to the other ocean if you need to. But that's pretty much it for that. Yeah. But then going over here, that's pretty much it for that side, so we will now start using the teleporter room. So yeah, so as you can see, the first one right here is the Battle Arena / King Binos, which you pretty much saw these last episode. These are one of the few things that we actually fully showed off last episode, pretty much. But yeah, Brayton on top of this cloud thing, he mainly built this. I helped him out with a few parts, but yeah, but this is King Binos thing, castle, because you guys know he looks like King Binos, all fancy and purple. Yeah, this is his little, or not little, but yeah, this is his big old castle. Just tons of gold chests, which are mostly empty, but yeah, some funny things happen in this if you haven't seen the last episode. Or you would have saw a couple of the clips at the beginning of this episode. And of course, this side is his bathroom, which I chipped in and installed the ducky wallpaper, of course. And then yeah, he's just got planets and everything else in this cool throne with the Egyptian cats and whatnot. So yeah, it's pretty cool there. And then right here is of course our big old battle arena, which we don't really need. But yeah, we just fight like whatever over here. But yeah, we have like all the buffs. You can see we got heart lamps. Just campfires, everything to help you with anything that you would need. And bubbles of honey that you can fly through to get the healing buff from that. And then also over here you can like click all these to get those help you with pretty much any class. Like those help you with like melee, mage, ranged, everything. And then of course this is where we keep the spawner for golem, and then all of our potions and whatnot, as well as all of our spawners for the different bosses and waved things. And these are also like all the things for buffs and everything. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. And can't remember what this. Oh yeah, this lever turns off the lights. So even up here we can turn the lights off. I believe Brayton actually built that because I don't remember installing that. But yeah, so the next up is the Zen House / Painter's office, which kind of spawns you in between both of them. So we'll show this first. So this is one of my more recently built things, which is built out of like the slime block and the cool. I can't remember what they're called, but it's not stained glass, but it's like this cool block, as you can see. But yeah, as you can see, it is actually bouncy a little bit. But yeah, just did a lot of hammering and stuff and just made this really cool little roof. But yeah, I've been messing around with hammers or ham axes a lot more lately because you can make all those curved blocks and it just makes everything look so much nicer. But yeah, just a really funky house built out of crystal blocks and everything else. And you can see the bottom lining of the wall has that cool animated confetti wall. We got the furniture, and as you can see, they're both sitting in their chairs. But yeah, we just got the two funky, colorful people, the painter and the dye trader. And yeah, so that is that place. Very vibrant building there. But then we have over here the little Zen House. We have this little pond with this nice little house here. or not house, just little pond gazebo type thing with these nice little lamps going all the way up. And then the house right here, which is all like dynasty and everything. Got the little living room over here, dining room, little kitchen right here with the window with the dishes in the window ledge there. The bathroom right here and down the little stair steps. And then up here we have the bedroom with the clothier living in here. So yeah, this is really one of my favorite houses. As you know, we built one of these type things. It was more like a tower on the other world, or last world on the Xbox One, which we still have. It's just we play on PC now, so this is now our new main world. For once, of course, our Xbox 360 deleted many profiles and worlds, but the Xbox One hasn't. We just don't play on it anymore, or play Terraria on the Xbox anymore. But yeah, this one I also like a lot better than my last Dynasty house, just because I think I did a lot more with the roof, and it just looks a lot more realistic in how it actually looks in real life compared to the last one. And yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite builds on this planet, or this world. But yeah, so that is that. But then next up, going back through the teleporter down here, we have the trophy hall right here. So this is just really built out of luminite, of course, for the flex. But yeah, of course we have mannequins with every single boss / mini boss mask in the game, as well as, of course, like the mini bosses from the waves and stuff, and yeah, just everything. So you can see like the mini bosses from the waves are like all up here, and right there from like the Old One's army, and then like all the bosses and everything. So this also includes all the newer bosses like Queen Slime and Old One's army and Empress of Light and whatnot. But yeah, you guys know I love all the I love all the costumes and masks and stuff. So I always love making showcase rooms like this. You guys know on every world I've had showcases for like all the developers' army on like the last world, and costumes on like one of our first worlds, and everything. But yeah, you guys would have seen most of that in the intro. But yeah, as you can see, it's also fully symmetrical. All the torches and trophies and everything are all placed evenly and everything, which is nice because I actually just built this box like not measuring anything out, and it all ended up being perfectly symmetrical, which is cool. And then of course the only thing that's not symmetrical is of course this, because the twins actually have 2 trophies, one for both of the twins. So yeah. But of course that just teleports you right into the center of it. And then the last one here is the snow cottage right here, which is just a nice little cottage in the snowy area right here. So you can see it has this nice little walk-in area with the lamps, and then this big old circular window kind of living room here. And then up here we have this little balcony, and then we have the little vibe area with the fireplace, and then the little storage room up here. No one's moved up here. I'm not sure if I don't think it's suitable because it doesn't have like a bed or a chair or anything yet. But yeah, this is kind of just a place here. Doesn't really have anybody living here, but yeah, and as you can see, I did the back wall for the roof, so it's not like necessarily a practical roof, but you can do a lot more with it. And then right here we have an ice castle. I've built like these on like the past 2 worlds or whatever. But yeah. But this one's definitely a lot more funky, not as straight looking as the last ones, and I did actually, this kind of, it was like right here, but I did actually add on to it to make it look a little bit more wicked and whatnot. But yeah, I actually kind of coated the top with ice and snow and kind of made it rigid to look like there's like icicles and icy ledges and stuff. And yeah, you can just see it's kind of like a icy wizard tower. But yeah, nothing much going on here. Got the bookcases, the little wizard ball, since it's like a wizard tower type thing in a bookcase, and yeah, nothing much there, but pretty cool, I'd say. But yeah, so that is that. Then the last thing we have to go back and use the minecart rail for, which is over here. But the nice thing about the trap system is, you guys know the traps are like that color of the jungle temple and whatnot, but doesn't really blend in with most of them if you install a trap system. But the good thing is I built the main frame of my house out of rich mahogany, I believe that is, maybe jungle wood, I can't remember. But the good thing is the traps kind of blend in with it. Don't mind the merchant going to the bathroom over there. But yeah, so minecart rail is down here. We built one of these on the last world, of course, but this one, the the exits and entrances all have, they all have this like the rainbow brick, which is cool. Brayton like installed that, but the rest of it is just this, which of course it takes forever to dig it out. A lot faster, of course, with the drill containment unit, but then you have to like make it all smooth for the little caves and stuff that are underneath and everything. So these do take a long time because then you got to go and place all their rails. But yeah, we did it, and yeah, you just go, and it's a pretty decently long ride. But yeah, you can see we have 2 living trees right next to each other right there, and above us you'll see that all the places that we just teleported to and whatnot. But yeah, you just pretty much ride all the way to the last other ocean, pretty much, because there is the Angler's place on the other ocean. Of course, that's the Dungeon Guardian's place, which we're not gonna really show because, you know. But yeah, you can see the little ending thing right there, which is of course Brayton and I did that all in rainbow brick, which looks really cool. But yeah, so but yeah, the reason we don't want to go to the dungeon is because, of course, if we kill the lunatic cultists, we're gonna start the lunar events, which I don't really feel like doing right now. But you can see they just vibing down there. But yeah, if you don't know why, it's because my sword. Of course, sometimes summoner items will just kind of accidentally, or not accidentally, if you get too close, your summoner items will attack. So yeah, we don't want to do that. Then going over here, you can see we got the palm trees going over to the big ol' angler's little beach hut. So you guys know we had one of these on the last world, but this one is a lot bigger, a lot better. But yeah, this is also one of my favorite things I've built. But yeah, you can see it's really big. I curved out the corners and whatnot, just made it really like a geometric big old balcony house. And yeah, you can see we got the seagulls. We got a big old balcony right here. We got barrels for storage and tiki torches and whatnot. But yeah, and then the top big old window, we moved the pirate and the angler out here because it kind of just makes sense. But yeah, you got the ropes kind of holding, the ropes and wood holding up structures and stuff. And yeah, and then for the doors, of course, we use the ones that look like they're from SpongeBob or whatever, with like the life preservers on them. But this is the pirate's room, which of course you can tell because it's got the little pirate's ship wheel on it. And they both have like tables and chairs, and then his bed, they're both like hammock beds, but his is on top of this little like ledge place. We got the little potted tree right there, and then this is like a little loft area with a little plant and the goldfish and some books and stuff. And then down here is the angler's room with like the little compass type thing, and it's all flat down here, doesn't have the little ledge, but yeah. Big old staircase right here. We've got the pirate's map, the little life preserver, and the anchor. And then right here is this big old crate container, which we have one of every crate in the game right here, which took a while to get, but yeah, we got all that. And you can see I got the little ledge, and then right here we got the little ledge being held up by the chains, which I think is pretty darn cool. But yeah, just really satisfying seeing all the crates, which I all stacked on top of each other right there. And then down here we got the 2 trophies going up there, the swordfish and the shark jaws. And then we got the little coat hat hanger, the little dining room, the little living room right here, and this little shelf, hanging shelf thing with little some shells, or starfish, a little shell, ship in a bottle, plant, and then his little fishing dock out here. You can store whatever in this barrel. And then we actually had to build this up really big because if you remember on the last one, he kept on hopping off his dock because it only went to like right there. And no matter what, he kept on hopping off his dock and drowning himself. So yeah, I know this isn't really practical looking, but it's what we gotta do unless if we want him to keep on killing himself. And seagulls do get in all the time, but you know. Then as you can see under there, we have the 3 blocks, or the 3 little things going up to make it look a little more practical, like it's actually being held up by something. But yeah, so that is that. And there is like one more thing for the world, I believe, but you can see it's actually under there. But you might be wondering, how on earth do you get under there? And it's basically by you can see, of course we can see it, but if this was like 3D you would see just a bookshelf, but underneath that bookshelf is a little secret teleporter, which teleports you into our secret military base. You can see the decontamination zone when you teleport. It rains on you to keep you clean before entrance, and you can see this solid gate wall. When you walk through it, it's got actuators, so you can smoothly get through it and lock it back up, which we locked my Fennec Fox back in. Yeah, and as you can see, there's no switch on this teleporter. Actually, this time we put it on the wall for these ones. Yeah. Ooh, it's a Thunderstorm. This is actually one of my favorite musics in the game. I love the music pack that they added for the Thunderstorms in the 1.4 update. Just this little part, which you actually will see in my room. I actually have one music box, and it's for the Thunderstorms, which plays this music that's going on right now. So I can listen to it whenever I want. But yeah, of course, Terraria's got one of the better game soundtracks that I know of. I just love all the 16-bit music, but this is, I just think, one of the best ones. But then under here, you got this, and then right here you actually have the little hazmat suits that Brayton thought of and put in here, which you can put on, which I'll just show you real quick. So if I take off my main vanity stuff here, you will see, and my die, you will see you just stick on the hazmat suit right here, and then stick the die on the helmet, and then now, as you can see, I've got my little containment hazmat suit for walking around the facility. So up here we've got the this is the Chow Hall. As you can see, you've got the little places for the people to eat and whatnot, and prepare whatever, and then a little sink right there, and then down here is the pretty much an extension onto the Chow Hall, which just doesn't have as much room and whatnot. This is for like the generals and more higher up people. This is for just all the recruits and whatnot. But yeah, you can see everything's all close together, just Chow Hall there. And this whole facility is built out of just this grim brick looking stuff, but it's all lined with luminite walls, so it looks pretty cool, I think, pretty modern, cool. Then we got the bathroom right here, which is just a little small little place with a sink, a solid like lead toilet, lead bathtub, which we actually use those. And no, this is not the decontamination zone, but it does decontaminate you by making you cleansely, or cleanly. Whatever, cleanses you off, you know, what does shower do? Yeah, so it's just the shower, which is always on, but you know. Yeah, but then you go down a little further here, and this takes you into the sleeping quarters, which is, you can see it's nice and symmetrical, lined up with the beds, with the back wall and everything, and the stairs, which I like how I did that right there and everything. Yeah, you just got all the little lofts. I just think these look the most like loft beds, honestly. And then up here is the general's office right here, which can be on his little desk right here. As you can just sit down, look out this big old loft window and see what's going on. And then up here you have the general and his wife's bedroom and slash bathroom. Of course, you can see their bathroom's a little more big. It's not necessarily more luxurious, but it's bigger. And then you got the clock, a very small bedroom, but you got the clock, bookshelf, and everything going on here. And of course, the general's the gun dealer, or the arms dealer, whatever. And then his wife is Heather, the nurse, because you know they're always talking about. Yeah, you can see they're always talking about each other. So we figured they would be married, you know. But then he of course has access to the light switch, which turns off all the lights to the whole entire facility. So yeah, you can see it gets quite dark in here when you turn off all the lights. Of course, I got my little Eye of Cthulhu, or not Eye of Cthulhu, Moonlord Eye and whatnot, providing light, but you know. Yeah. So then that is pretty much it for that. But then over here, down here, you've got the shooting range, which right here you just got some 3 different guns on little racks here. And then on this little shelf right here, you got the little ammo box. And this, of course, you can just test out. Your weapons, and this is kind of like the gunshot, or I mean the the shooting ranges in real life, we got, I believe this is asphalt, but I think it just kind of looks kind of like that rubberish kind of material that's like in shooting ranges, so bullets aren't ricocheting or whatever. But, yeah, you can see it's lining the walls and whatnot, makes it look a little more practical, and, yeah, you can just see all the differently placed just dummies all over the place, so you can just test out from different ranges and whatnot, and, test your accuracy on. Yeah, you can see all these guys on these little shelves up here and everything, and, yeah, of course, these guys, you can always just test out what damage you're doing with your loadouts and weapons and whatnot, and you can see like the affliction and whatever else, and yeah, and then of course you can see the insane zenith just dealing absolute chaos, and of course with my melee class, you can see they also have affliction no matter what I'm using, melee weapon wise, and yeah, but that is that. And then up here for the final part, you have this cool little spaceship thing that I built right here, and if you flip this lever, you can see this big old solid wall. How do we get this out of here? Well, you flip that and it opens up this whole wall. So yeah, you can see when I flip that, it is completely a solid wall, but then when I flip that, now you can get the ship out, which, don't ask me how they're gonna get out of this little hole. We didn't get to that point. But yeah, so that is that, and I believe that's pretty much everything for this world. There's nothing else really that we have to do, show or anything. Oh, I better put the suit back before the government comes for me. But yeah, so that is that. Of course, we have two just in case of me and Brayson come in here. But yeah, so that is pretty much our world. Of course, we're probably not done with it. Of course, we're just gonna keep on building onto it as time goes by and whatever. Just we don't play insanely often. Just I figured I'd show it now that the final update has come out. But now that Terraria, after being developed since it officially came out in 2011, and it's been developed for even longer, but this is pretty much it for the game. That's not really gonna have much else added to it, really. But yeah, so this might be the last episode on Terraria. I know it's pretty sad and sentimental. It's just if I get any more like really like content ideas with it or anything, we'll probably make more videos. But as of right now, it's pretty much it. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the new world. If I build anything onto it, of course, make sure to check out all the links in the description, because I might post or whatever, any updates or anything on one of my Instagrams or something. So make sure to go follow those. And yeah, but that's pretty much it for this video. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed one of the OG video games here on the channel. Been with us for 6, like almost 7 years now. Yeah, just make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Bye!